no one can hear your response, so
Okay.
just have to wait.
Hopefully this will be... Oh god, I'm dead. Yeah, it should come back online in a sec. I did click start streaming. No, it's still glitchy on my... Yeah, it's glitchy on my feed, that's the problem. I don't know why. Why is it so glitchy? Again, I've never had this problem before. Oh, back to Reinhardt. At least there's that.
Yeah, I think the thing's back on.
Yeah, but it's still blurry as shit.
The chat is disabled.
No, the chat, yes, like I said, it's still really blurry.
That looks fine on mine.
On mine it looks really bad. Yeah, I think I will have to go to Twitch.
No, 'cause I know it.
Yeah.
Put up a second one. And yeah, that looks like garbage.
Yeah. Okay.
Blaster 1421 says, I think this is YouTube's way of saying go to Twitch.
Yeah. Oh man, no, I will think I have to go to Twitch from now on because YouTube's just not working with live streaming. It's just giving me this really bad thingamajig. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna ask the audience, are you guys okay with this feedback if I can still answer questions, or do you think I should just stop? So I want to see what the audience say. Like, we can still just talk, we just, you know, maybe you could put a different video on in the background.
Yeah. Soundwave is jamming Blaze's transmissions.
Oh, someone probably watched the recent Bumblebee film. Which I did, actually, yesterday. Very good, surprisingly. Very good.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that movie. Alright, if... for right now, just if you had, if you have questions, then just feel free to answer them, and we'll figure out something else to put in this. We'll figure out something else to put over it, and just turn this into like a Q&A stream.
Watch out, Reaper, I got you.
Yeah, Blaster. It's just how the thing processes my voice, because it's something like Lewis has to. It's like Lewis has to have my voice go through out his computer speakers into whatever audio input he's using, and it makes it kind of sound like crap.
Maybe, because I can hear your thing, maybe it will come through the mic. Let me try something else. See what happens if I disable your, that. See if it makes any difference. It doesn't seem to. Settings. That's just volume.
I'm seeing from most people that just a simple Q&A stream with no actual Overwatch sounds fine.
Okay, well, I'm glad about that. Just trying to fix this, see if I can. Yeah, Elgato. Video? Oh wait, I think I know why. So stupid. Okay. Yeah, alright, I think I know what it was. Oh god, I'm so dumb. Alright, I figured it out, I figured it out. It should be coming through just fine now. I figured it out.
Did you not have
Fucking
Ethernet connected?
believe this.
Did you not have an Ethernet plugged in?
No, it's because of my thingy, because of the settings, I forgot to move it from Nintendo Switch to PC.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all good now. See, look, I see it on the thing. It's all good now. It's all good.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, we can continue. We can continue. So I just because I'm not used to using it this much, so I'm not used to switching my Elgato settings every couple of seconds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cause
fuck's sake. No wonder it was trying. It was trying to stream Smash. It was like, what's this Overwatch shit?
Okay. Alright.
Right, so we can continue. We can continue. We're all
Okay,
good.
yeah, it looks much better now. Okay. Sarah Hyman asks, back on Semi-Track, if you could make one map in Overwatch based on any location in the world, where would it be?
I would like a map based on... we got loads of places. I think an Overwatch map based on any location. This is like... Sorry, I'm trying to focus at the same time. It's coming to me, it's coming to me. Probably, maybe like a map set in Rome with like a Colosseum. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Like a King of the Hill map, but it's set in Rome. You've got like the Gladiator arena.
Paifu asks, any tips for someone wanting to do top 10s similar to your style, like announcing the character, then playing music in a small gameplay footage montage, and then going into discussion like you used to do?
Like I used to do. Well, with that one, you always want to like have some sort of build up to the character, so try to make like a clever analogy or something like that. And it's also like, well, what I like to do with top 10s is to, depending on the subject matter, always try to look at both sides. So if it's a negative list, obviously primarily focus on bad stuff, but don't forget to mention the good aspects. And if it's a positive list, address like maybe reasons some people don't like certain aspects of it. Oh, sweet! Oh no, I just died!
Yeah, I would say, watch Rabid Luigi's videos if you don't already, because he is a master at that style of countdown video. Like,
yeah, I mean, I used to do that, now I'm just more straight to the point.
Yeah, the way he does the build-up for every entry, I think, is fantastic.
Forful's another good example. Forful's minion.
Thomas Dossett asks, what are the 5 mythic heroes we would like to see in Fire Emblem Heroes?
Mythic heroes?
Yeah, because you know how Air is a mythic hero and not actually a legendary hero in that game.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're doing it's basically like they're basically like legendary heroes, except they have different elemental properties for the blessings they give. And I don't know, because like with legendary heroes, it was easy enough for me to look at them and see what sort of trend they were going with.
Yeah, Mythic Hero isn't Mythic Heroes just relegated to like the new characters?
I don't know. That's the thing. Is that with legendary heroes, we all thought they were going to just be the OCs, but then they put in Ike, and there was like, oh, anybody can be a legendary hero as long as they have some importance to the series. And for me, like, I don't know if that's the direction that that Heroes is taking with Mythic Heroes, and if that's the case, I wouldn't have like any specific predictions that I would want to make for the characters.
Well, unless Mythic Heroes goes for like a dark twist on the character, because that's kind of like what the general thing is with like some of them. If it's a dark twist on the character, I'd like a character who was kind of morally grey, but then let's say went to like Raven, like you have an evil Raven.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Or like a really evil, corrupted Xander.
Or even like villain characters, because I think that a lot of
Possessed Leon or Fallen Baku.
Yeah, well, like a lot of villain characters that we get through Grand Hero battles have very underwhelming kits in Heroes.
Grand Hero battles are becoming easier and easier.
Yeah, and I think that it would be be nice to. It would be nice to get like a villain character like Garneth or Julius, who has a much better moveset. You know, even if they're no longer free to play, but that's just my take on it. Like I would want to see what exactly Heroes is doing with the mythic.
Okay.
You know, if they're just saving that for OCs, or if they are going to do it, if they are going to include something a little bit more diverse compared to that. So anyways, Spike Spiegel asks, have you heard about Three Houses is apparently not having the marriage or pair-up system?
I'm cool with that, I don't have a problem.
Yeah, I'm honestly, like, I enjoy that mechanic in
it's
the
not a
3
make or
Fire
break
Emblem
for me
games.
when it comes to Fire Emblem. If it's there, fine. If not, oh well. I ain't gonna lose.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lose it.
Like, it's a cool feature, but like I'm not too bothered if they decide to retire it.
Yeah, it's not a make or break for me. But at this point, I don't know anything about Free Houses yet. What's going on with Free Houses? What is Free Houses?
I know.
I'm sorry.
And that's...
Yeah, it's not getting a spring release. Fuck that. It's not gonna happen. If it does, Nintendo, you've shot yourself in the foot. Spring release. Come on.
Let's get you back up.
You still there, Zane?
Yeah, I'm
cool.
I'm still here. Just
yeah. So if it doesn't have it, that's fine. I think it would be a nice like Echoes didn't have it. No, I don't think many people complained, except IGN did.
Yeah, IGN did. But it's like, thinking about it more, like I didn't actually read IGN's review, but I'm pretty sure that they're like, honestly, I think IGN gave like, my opinion on Echoes has soured considerably, like, over time. Like, honestly, I think that IGN's score for it didn't. I think IGN's score for the game was too generous, honestly.
Too generous. Well, it was an 8, wasn't it?
It was a 7.8.
Okay. I don't think that's too generous. I think that's borderline, not unfair, but borderline a bit low. For me.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough.
Like I said, my opinion on Echoes has soured considerably. Like, especially...
Fuck that game! Oh, wow.
Well, not necessarily fuck that game. It's like, I have no reason to go back and play it, like, ever. And that's something I can say about very few Fire Emblem games.
Yeah.
Like Echoes and Shadow Dragon and Binding Blade, although, to be fair, I never actually finished Binding Blade, so... I hate Binding Blade so much.
Yeah, alright. What's going on with this damn thing? It's just...
Is it...
not correct.
Yeah, because it's lagging a little bit, but, like... I don't know why.
I think my stream health is apparently red. Probably because I've been messing around with the settings so much. Oh well, just...
Crit Astra asks, how far are you into World of Light, and which single-player mode in Smash do you think is better, Subspace or World of Light?
I'm about halfway through World of Light. I think World of Light is better than Subspace, but I don't think it's better than Melee's Adventure Mode.
I'm on Melee's Adventure Mode, but I'm on Melee in general, just because...
That's fair enough. I don't think Melee's the best Smash Bros. Game, I'm just saying I just think the Adventure Mode in Melee was better than World of Light, personally. World of Light was fine, but then it kind of like... What do you want? It just kind of...
It's just kind of the same thing over and Ryan's saying that Polygon and Kotaku are worse than IGN.
Well, I think that Polygon gave it a 6.
I mean, like, I think he's talking about in terms of like the
media criticism
publications themselves.
Oh, we got it. Yeah, and I got a loot box. Sweet. Oh, now it's just going really laggy. Why is it always happening to me? Why does this always happen to me?
I love how Overwatch makes you excited to actually have loot boxes, whereas any other game...
Well, Overwatch gives them to you for, like, you know, they give them to you for free. And even then, they're just cosmetic. Or emotes. They're not actual things.
Even if it is annoying to get the same damn thing a million times over.
I know, but what are you gonna do? Hey, look at that! I got nominated!
Thomas, I would really like to get either Nyla or Tabarn. Like the Herons, I'm okay with passing up on, but I really want Nyla and Tabarn because they look just so.
I'm of the exact same opinion. For me, Nyla specifically, just because she looks awesome. I mean, I prefer Tabarn as a character, but Nyla just looks awesome.
Sarah Highwind asks, if Binding Blade and/or Blazing Sword got a remake in the style of Echoes, what are some things you'd want changed? I can think
Blazing
of one
Sword,
thing.
it's a lot of the small technical stuff. I'd like double damage to be a thing. I'd like sword units not to be so bad. I'd like some of the, I'd like head to hard mode to be a bit more balanced regarding certain chapters, because most of head to hard mode I find fine, but the EXP gain is terrible, and some of the sub chapters are bullshit, so I don't like that. Actually, let's get this loot box. So it's kind of the more technical stuff when it comes to Blazing Sword. Binding Blade, it's more a case of I'd like a lot of the map design to be overhauled. Now I know that like I've brought up the point of changing the objective, and people say if you change the objective that won't really work because the map design is like, yeah, that's fine, but I'm saying change the objective in tandem with changing the map design so there's more varied maps, and it doesn't always fall into the trap of, you know, just really big open maps. Sorry, really big maps that only mounted units really benefit from. Not to mention, I think the game needs better unit balancing and not so axe focused, so lance units are a bit more useful.
Yeah, I think in general, just the thing I want most from Binding Blade is for the characters to be stronger overall. Because that was actually the biggest problem. That was actually the biggest problem I had with Binding Blade. It's not necessarily the level design, although I didn't like how a lot of the levels were just clustering a million enemies in tight spaces.
But that's Radiant Dawn in a nutshell.
Yeah, but that's the biggest the bigger problem I had was that the characters just felt so underpowered that they couldn't take multiple attacks from all those enemies. You know, whenever you were in a map, so
tanking is not something that you really want to do in Binding Blade. That's just how the game's designed.
Yeah, and it also doesn't help that like the RNG is so bad that your characters never, because like this is a point I may bring up at a later point, but I don't like it when Fire Emblem games make enemies impossibly hard to kill. Like either because of hit rate or whatever, because it's one of those things where like, okay, it sounds like it's a good way to make a game challenging on paper, but with a game, but it just makes it so that you have to rely more on RNG in order to get in order for your units to survive, and I don't care for that. I don't care for that style of.
Alright, so let me talk about Roadhog quickly. Roadhog is one of the most DPS tanks in the game. He's good for punishing people who step out of bounds because of his hook, and he's got really good DPS at close range, but he's also the tank with the least amount of defensive options, so be a bit careful with Roadhog. You know, because certain high DPS will shred it, but he has some really cool abilities as well. My brother loves playing Roadhog. He was out of, I remember in Season 2 he was broken as shit. Alright, stream health is back to interesting.
Spike Spiegel asks, what kind of crossover should Fire Emblem have? I want a Pokemon crossover.
Pokemon would be cool. Xenoblade would be kind of cool. Maybe some fighting games and stuff. Mainly like other tactical franchises or ones where that kind of like very character focused. So maybe Final Fantasy or something.
I mean, technically, Pokemon has its own
Pokemon Conquest
game, Conquest, which I didn't actually like all that.
Oh shit!
Like I only played a little bit of it.
Now,
for whatever reason, I just wasn't getting into it.
Well, maybe it just wasn't for you.
I mean, maybe, but given that I like Fire Emblem, you know, it's like, why can't my love for that translate to other games?
It's just the little things, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll have to play Final Fantasy Tactics. I hear a lot of good things about that. Thomas Dossett asks, which units do you plan to nominate for Choose Your Legends 3 if the developers decide to reuse it for this year?
Anyone who's not in the game, like Jill.
Yeah.
Last time it was Sumia because she wasn't in, but I like going for units who aren't there. Oh god, I hate sniping. Got him! Oh, I finally got someone as a sniper!
Nice.
Yep, very nice. The one time I play sniper and I actually get someone. Oh, nice.
Is that true, Sarah? That there was a Fire Emblem Pokemon crossover? Because that... I think that would actually be badass.
Of course I would. So no, but you can't let Pokemon have permadeath.
Oh yeah.
It's like a Nuzlocke run. Suck it, snipe.
I mean, the Pokemon anime and games have hinted at, you know, times where, like, there were actual wars.
Oh yeah, the Lavender Town in the first game. Oh god, they've got 2 Orisas. Are you fucking kidding?
Get over here.
Oh yeah, infrared. I can just see everyone basically. Oh man, I really fucking hate video games. I suck at sniping.
What?
What?
Is it rude if I Thomas Dawson asks, is this rude if I nominate Camilla for Choose Your Legends 3? Like,
no.
if it's for her getting like a brave or legendary ult.
No, there's nothing
it
wrong
would
with
piss
that.
everyone else off, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, cool. Go with it. Go with Camilla. I'd like to see a Camilla ult. Like yeah. I wonder what type. What if they did like pure? I don't know. Like maybe pure Wyvern Rider, not Malignite Camilla, or just like Berserker Camilla.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's...
Or like Sword or Lance Camilla, I don't know. And now I'm Mei. Mei's an interesting hero. She's kind of the troll pick. She's mainly used to halt people, and she could, like Roller, she can punish people who go out of bounds, so she's good for high momentum characters, but her DPS is not good for tanks and stuff like that, and she kind of just stalls. She can be good for stalling, but that's about it.
First name, is there a Binding Blade banner coming up?
Yeah, they announced there would be a Radiant Dawn and a Thingy banner. They've got Radiant Dawn. Well, close enough, yeah.
I mean, the Radiant Dawn banner is the Boo's banner, I'm guessing, but... Okay. I don't know who would be on it.
I think it will be, most likely, I think it will be Percival, Milady, Percival, Milady, Gonzalez, and... who else? There's one person I'm missing.
Milady's a definite, because... Or at the very least, I would like Milady, because she looks like...
Yeah.
She looks like one of the few characters who was actually something in that game.
Yeah. And also, I'm trying to think of that one person that I'm missing from Binding Blade, because there are quite a few Binding Blade reps already, and I'm missing that one person. Who would it be?
You said Gonzalez and Percival.
And maybe Murdoch actually.
Murdoch for GHB probably.
Yeah. Alright, if not Murdoch, then I can maybe like no, we got Ray. Sue, actually Sue. If they want to do another like bow thingamajig. If they want like another mounted bow unit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sue might run the risk of being another Bravelin, and we don't need more Bravelins.
Why? Bravelin's awesome.
Bravelin's awesome, but she's annoying to play against.
Not for me. I have legendary Tiki. Fucks off Bravelin. Oh, I got destroyed.
Thomas, a lion ult that makes use of Fomortis as the Demon King as an attack. That would be awesome.
That would be cool. Yeah, that would be really cool. Again, they should have done that in Fire Emblem Warriors. Like maybe it targets maybe if it's a move where or it's ability where if it targets either the res or the defense stat depending on which is lower.
It does adaptable damage is what it's called.
Yeah, adaptable damage. Oh, Hanzo did it. Oh, okay, I'm Anna. Anna's one of the most high ceiling healers in the game, but she's extremely potent, and she can shut down so many people. It's not even funny. Her nano boost is one of the best ults when paired with others, and her grenades are just amazing. And you know, her sleep dart and everything. She can just absolutely stop everyone.
Ryan asks, have you watched Final Fantasy VII Machinima Abridged?
No.
Neither am I.
Sorry.
Sarah Hyman asks again, here's another. What's been your favorite weapon refining heroes?
Wait, who did got weapon refined that? I think I heard Nephilim and Saber got good ones, but I don't know.
I haven't really played around with the weapon refine for characters that got it.
Yeah, neither have I, because I kind of just forgot they were there. I remember Camilla got her axe, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I do like Cherish's axe, because it's basically a more powerful brave weapon, which is very good for Cherish.
One guy.
That's actually a good question, Paper Mario TTYD fan.
Yeah.
When will we get Lego alts of all the Overwatch characters? Lego skins.
Ah, nice! Nice! Go team! Woo! Go team! Go team!
They've actually been getting Lego Overwatch playsets at the Barnes & Noble that I work at.
Oh, cool!
Yeah, it's a pretty neat thing.
Yes, it is.
Play of the game.
I wish I had more knowledge of Overwatch beyond just the frickin' trailers that they make, the animated trailers.
Yeah, sometimes they have those days where you can play it for free, so there's that.
I mean, I don't really have a good PC to.
Oh yeah, good PC
really
to run it. Fair enough.
Use it on. I mean, I have my laptop, but I've attempted to play TF2 on my laptop, and it runs okay, but.
Oh,
Yeah,
got
it
another loot
requires-
box.
It requires me to have a mouse attachment in order to actually play the game properly.
Fair enough. One day, one day. At least now I know to play on Twitch from now on, so I've got to make an update about that.
Actually, speaking of Overwatch, while we're at downtime, there's a video that I think you would like. It's called Reinhardt the Warrior. It's by a YouTuber named Silverquill.
You sent
And
me
it
that,
actually-
and it's meant to be explaining about Reinhardt's story and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you-
I found the video kind of personally pointless because the trailer explained everything that needed to be explained. I don't need it to be broken down any further.
I mean, I enjoy it just for the way it talks about different elements and stuff.
That's fair enough, but you know, I'm one of those people where, well, this is just me. This is why I'm not big on analysis videos. Where if I already like know all the themes or I can explore it myself, I'd rather not watch a video of people, you know, outlining this, that, and the other. But that's just me.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm not saying they're bad videos. Like Super Ice Patch Wolf does amazing analysis videos, but they're generally not my cup of tea. I prefer more like entertaining review stuff.
I mean, reviews and those sort of analyzing things are they're sort of like
What?
they
Two sides of the same
kind of
coin?
be-
But yeah, they can be
can-
very similar. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh god, there's
it-
two
it-
Reapers.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's sweet. Nope.
Yeah, the stream's starting to fuck up again.
Oh well.
It's on the correct settings this time, so there's
Yeah.
nothing to do.
I reckon it's something else. I've just got to look into it. Maybe it's YouTube. Maybe it's something else. Yeah, fuck you, Lucio. Nice.
I can't see what's going on. Not that I necessarily care. I'm still chat watching.
Yeah. Ah, stopped him. Nice.
First Name asks, are there any anime characters who have grown on you?
Shinji Ikari. I don't think he's as bad as I thought he was before. He still has problems, but I don't think he's like the worst thing in the world. Aside from that, not really. Most characters, my opinions don't really change when it comes to anime characters unless I watch the anime again. But most of them, I either like them to begin with or I don't, or they usually stay the same. Usually. I think the only one that got worse for me was maybe Suzaku, but I wasn't huge on Suzaku at first to begin with anyway. Yeah, back to Ash.
Thomas Dossett, I do indeed have goals and New Year's resolutions lined up for this year. I spent a good chunk of today working on a project that I plan to release soon enough. When exactly, I don't know. But yeah, I plan on uploading more videos to my YouTube channel, and I've already started on that.
Not bad. That was close.
But yeah, that's my plan. Get in the mecha, Diva.
Speaking of which, I just switched to Diva. Diva, she's like the most versatile tank in the game. She can defend, she can attack, she can fly. She's very versatile. So not overly potent, but one of the like most overall useful heroes. And the DM Matrix can destroy like a lot. It can just shut down ults.
Blaster, Navarre is a clone of Lin in Warriors, and yeah. I love Lin's moveset.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Navarre's just a Lin clone, but at the end of the day, he's a Lin clone.
Yeah. The only thing separating Navarre from Lin is that his personal weapon does not kill dragons, which
therefore automatically
I do slightly prefer Lin for that, because of
yeah, it makes her that much more useful. Some of his animations are different, but overall, you know, just Lin is the better version, but Navarre's still perfectly fine. Oh, that just missed me. Oh, go Symmetra.
Thomas, that's a good resolution to have.
What's his resolution?
My main goal for this year is to not be a pathetic wimp.
Okay. I hope that's a goal you can achieve. There we go. Also, a good thing to do with Diva is to really rush down with her, like, booster, like this. Oh, nice. That was very nice.
Yes, Diva. Overwatch waifu.
Yeah, even though... Actually, who's my favorite waifu in Overwatch? Or Overwatch waifu, quote-unquote? I don't know. It's not Diva, I'll tell you that much.
Topic for a YouTube video, maybe?
Yeah, top 10 Overwatch waifus. It's not Widowmaker, it ain't Tracer. Even though Diva technically was my highest ranked favorite hero that's female, but she's not my waifu. If I say Brigitte, I'm going to be considered cancerous.
Well, she's a teenager, isn't she?
Well, no, it's the fact that Brigitte is so is OP and everyone hates her for it. It's like saying, "Oh, my favorite unit in Fire Emblem Heroes is Hector." Yeah, fuck you. Or Veronica. Yeah. I'm sorry, fuck it. Veronica's amazing.
Yeah,
brave Veronica, brave Veronica.
Yeah, she's
like,
another character.
My team now is brave Veronica. It's like, if I don't heal, I'll kill you.
My least favorite character to play against is the recent Corrin alts from that one banner.
Yeah, the dragon versions.
Yeah, the dragon, the male Corrin dragon. I fucking hate because he cancels out skills that give units automatic counterattacks.
Oh right.
He makes Armor Emblem completely useless.
No, that's why I hate Micaiah. Yeah. Vani just fucking destroys armor units.
Blaster asks what your favorite costume from Fire Emblem Warriors.
I like a lot. Probably Camilla's either Azora's like promoted outfit or Camilla's Malig master. I love the Malig master.
For me, it's Xander's Crown Prince.
Yeah, the Norian outfits. Let's just say the Nor.
Thomas Dossett asks what your skill build for Sumia is in Fire Emblem Heroes. I can imagine you don't really build
no,
skills.
I think I know some of them. I know I gave her Astra as her special and Reposition as her other ability. I remember I refined her main weapon. I can't remember what the other skills were though. I think one of them was Goad Flyers and stuff like that. And I think the S skill is the one where she, like, either her or her opponents can move within spaces like of her if they're foot units. I can't fully remember all of them. I have to get my phone up. And we win again! Woo! It's going well. It's going well. Again, I'm just glad that I just want to say thank you to everyone who's staying with this stream. Even though the footage is awful, you know, I'm just glad that we can keep this going and you're enjoying just the interactions that we're doing. Thank you very much. Are you there, Zane?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Was the stream being a pain in the dick with like other games you were working with?
No,
Like
well, no. Sacred Stones was a dick last time, but I think that's because I adjusted the volume. There was lag, but I don't know what's going on. I think maybe there's a setting I've got to adjust, or maybe the internet's a bit weird. Either way, I've got to look into this and then decide on like making a video saying, "Yo, I'm going to Twitch." I mean, in the meantime, while I'm setting up my Twitch account and stuff, I'll probably still live stream Smash Bros on Saturday. But overall, I think I'm gonna have to switch to Twitch very soon.
Yeah. I would love to play you in Smash, but I don't have the ability to pay for Nintendo's online service at the moment.
Not even £3 a month or $3 a month.
Well, for $3 a month, maybe, but
yeah. Well, that's fair enough. I'm gonna be streaming Smash like over the course of this year and probably more. So don't worry about it. Everyone will get their chance.
Yeah.
In fact,
well, like,
my patrons and I, yesterday was so fun. My patrons and I had a 4-player Smash session. It was just fucking beautiful. Some of the disrespect as well. Some of the kills, some of the disrespect. Oh my god, best thing in the world. Like, because I was fighting against Maggie, and she was Little Mag. I was shielding. She done her like KO punch, just went straight through the shield. And was like, fuck you. And then there was one where Farron and Ape and I got knocked off the stage. And we're trying to get back. I was K-Rool, he was Ridley. He was behind me, so I did K-Rool's turnaround punch and just spiked him. I was like, oh, this is so fucking
K-Rool is so much fun to play.
Yeah.
He's a noob stomper character.
Yeah, he's one of the most versatile heavyweights.
Yeah. Alright, Thomas, thank you for joining the stream, but he's saying he's got to go. So
okay, have a good night's sleep, and again, thank you so much for joining. Again, I'm sorry about how this stream has not gone very well.
Good night.
Well, the interactions are fine, it's just the footage. It's a piece of ass. I'll figure something out. Yeah. Oh, okay, ABGN. There he goes. Oh, 2 with Ash! Oh shit, Genji. Genji, I didn't even do anything. Nice. I need healing. Thank you.
I need healing.
I need healing. Oh god. Nice.
So, funny story from my time at MagFest. On day 3, Friday, I went to the meetup that iPatchWolf was having at the con, and
oh, Sombra.
I had a video camera with me at MagFest just so I could record funny and or interesting things that happened to me. I didn't actually record that much footage, but one thing that I got that I'm very happy with is when it was my turn to talk to iPatchWolf, I pulled out the video camera and I put it at my head and I started talking like I was doing an impression of iPatchWolf in his videos. I was like, "Friends, welcome back to the show."
Oh, nice.
And he cringed so hard.
He would too.
It's like currently cringing at my fucking terrible Irish accent. And he said, "That's meant to be fucking Irish? I thought it was just slow and sad." And I caught that on video camera. It was great.
That's like if someone like goes to my panels like and the first thing they say is, "So join me, everyone." I'm like, "You fucking insulting me."
We can't wrap our mouths around the British sounds.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, Magfest was a lot of fun.
I hope if I can sustain myself much better because like with the ad revenue and the Patreon just really does well and sponsorships, I really hope to go to like America next year for either Magfest or Too Many Games. One of the two.
Nice.
I just just gotta hope and pray. Hope and pray.
Hope and pray. Yeah, I know Ryan really wants you to go to a convention because he really would like to talk to you.
Oh, I'd like to talk to him. You can just message me on Discord, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know, Ryan. Are you in his Discord server?
I mean, or you could just message me on Oh, Genji. All right, let me talk about Genji. Genji is a hero with a lot of mobility, very fast. Not that big of a skill. Alright, people say he's got a really big skill ceiling. I don't think he's got the biggest because some of his abilities are a bit too safe, like his deflect and his swift strike, if you ask me. His ult is very strong. He does take. He has got a bit of a learning curve though. He's the ultimate weeaboo trash. He is absolute weeaboo trash. He's got some very potent abilities though. He's like the most agile hero in the game.
Ryan's asking, do you get any vibes of Eric Cartman's "But ma'am" when Gordon says "But Mars"?
Little bit. No, the only vibe I get is terrible anime dub. Let them all go, but Mars.
Yes, the infinitely.
Yeah, the best thing to come out of that Fire Emblem anime. I hope if they ever do make another Fire Emblem anime, they reference the original in some way and just how bad it is. Like, I can't wait for one point where Shida turns into like your generic anime girlfriend and just starts moaning at Marth.
Oh yeah, because she was a total tsundere in the original OVA.
Yeah. It's not like I like you or anything, Marth, Baka.
It's not like I like you or anything, you idiot Baka.
God! It was Severa before Severa was a thing.
Alright, Ryan's saying that he's not part of your Discord server.
Again, if he just finds me on Discord, you can just message me like that way. Also, Ryan is a Ruby fan.
Yep, he is.
Cool. I'm currently watching Season 6, and it's interesting.
I haven't been watching Season 6 because it's only on the Rooster Teeth website.
Yeah, I've been watching. I mean, you have to wait like every like week for the it's like a week after other members. But Season 6 has done some really big world building.
I'm definitely interested to watch it. Like I am a little wary to watch it after Season 5 because I didn't hate Season 5.
I liked Season 5. I think Season 5 is a little underrated. A lot of people didn't like it.
Yeah, like I didn't hate Season 5 at all. I thought a lot of it was pretty good, but at the same time, you know, Ruby's fandom has been complainy. So very complainy that I feel disinclined to like watch the show because like
fair enough. You know what my favorite current like joke in the Fire Emblem fandom is? The only people who hate Fire Emblem are its fans.
Yep.
It's a little sad, but it's kind of the thing. Like, who complains most about Fire Emblem? The fan base. No one else.
I mean, even with me, like I find that every new Fire Emblem game I've been playing recently has just kind of been less good than the ones that I've played before.
So, well, like, are you saying like mainly Tellius era, or like does that include like Fates?
Well, like for me, like my two favorites are Radiant Dawn and Awakening.
Okay.
And Fates is a little bit behind. Like I can ignore the story and I enjoy the gameplay, and that's all that matters to me with that game.
Okay.
But like after that, you have the GBA games, And then
Sacred Stones. I know you hate Binding Blade, and you're kind of just on FE7, right?
I like FE7. I don't love anything about it.
Okay, that's fine.
Shadow Dragon is a giant pile of mediocrity, as far as I'm concerned.
Fair enough.
And I hate Binding Blade.
Sacred Stones?
Sacred Stones, I like. In some ways, I like it more than Fire Emblem 7 because I think the story's more interesting.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
And I also like I like the gameplay setup more. My problem with Sacred Stones is that it gets kind of tedious, both for grinding and also for and also in the end game with just how overpowered your units are against enemies.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have yet to like properly play any of the Japanese games.
Well, Binding Blade is the closest you've got.
Yeah, Binding Blade's the closest I've got. I don't really like playing games on emulators because it's so hard to find like reputable sites that have emulators and ROMs nowadays.
Oh, let me talk about McCree quickly. McCree, one of the most balanced heroes in the game. He's just simple. He's got a Peacekeeper, go for the headshots. He's really good at one-on-one fights. Doesn't have that many potent abilities, but he can deal damage. And he's voiced by Crom. He is voiced by Crom.
Yes.
Matt
Good
Mercer.
old Matt Mercer.
Yeah, this is the best of us.
Love that guy's
McCree.
voice work.
McCree's also a hero I find you're either on point with McCree or you're just like out of it. And currently, I'm a bit of both. I got killed by Mercy. I killed the Farah though. I did get the Farah. And now I'm back to Reinhardt. I like Rein.
Good old Reinhardt.
Yes, Reinhardt at your service. Oh fuck, Farah. Bring me another.
Ryan Ruby Fan asks, have you watched any of the Godzilla films?
Yeah. The Japanese ones, I think the only one I've actually fully sit through is the original, which is fantastic, by the way. The original Godzilla's amazing. But aside from that, I've watched the reboot, the 2014 one, and that was good for certain reasons, but also very lacking in others.
Yeah.
And we all know why.
I watched the 90s Godzilla movie when I was very young. The one with Matthew Broderick. And I remembered liking it at the time, but I also I was also very young, so you know. And I did watch the 2014 one. I don't know. I mean, the Godzilla movies seem interesting in like a fun cheese sort of way.
Yep.
Now it's Reinhardt time.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not the first person to make that joke, Ryan. Ryan and
Reinhardt would be the best of friends.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably would. I mean, they're basically the same sort of
Archetype.
They're basically the same sort of archetype, you know, the big dumb tank.
Yeah, but they have hearts of gold and interesting characters. Again, Reinhardt is still one of the best friend type characters in any form of fiction. Sorry, Ryan, not Reinhardt. Ryan is one of the best.
Godzilla 98, that was a lot of fish.
Yeah, that's a lot of fish. Yes, it was.
A lot of fish.
And it smelled.
First Name asks, what are some guilty pleasure movies of yours?
I've got quite a few. X-Men Origins Wolverine, Freddy vs. Jason, the 2013 thing, or is it 2011? One of the two. What else is a guilty pleasure film? I like Terminator Salvation. I also like... there's others. Just other things, really. I can't really pinpoint what to like. I think that's about it for guilty pleasures. In terms of movies, I can think of like, well, I did a whole list on guilty pleasure anime. But I've also got guilty pleasure games too.
A whole list of Guilty Crown anime.
Hey, I like Guilty Crown.
Guilty Crown is a guilty pleasure for some people.
Guilty Crown is like one of those you either love it or hate it things.
Get down.
Blaster asks, what was your reaction to Leanne being able to fully talk in Heroes?
That was adversely very jarring because she couldn't do that in the Radiant game. She could barely speak. And that's what I loved about her. She tried to speak.
I heard her as speaking in like kind of broken English.
Yeah, that's what she does.
Yeah.
Like, because she doesn't speak, because for the longest time she didn't need to speak in the modern language. She spoke in the ancient tongue.
Yeah. But like in Heroes, like I may have heard things wrong, but I think that she was speaking in broken English.
If that's the case, it's a good attention to detail. I find it ironic though that I think her Radiant Dawn artwork, or Path of Radiant's artwork, looks better than the Heroes one. Heroes one, she looks a bit too, I don't know, more chibi, less angelic.
Okay. Ryan, you watch Sailor Moon? I didn't know that.
Cool. Sailor Moon's cool. I watched it growing up, but I don't remember much of it. Except the bloody transformation sequence.
Yep. I haven't watched Sailor Moon at all.
Oh
I
god, now I'm Hanzo. Okay, so Hanzo. Hanzo, he's like Widowmaker's sniper long range thing, but because of his Storm Arrow, he's got really good DPS. He's now one of the best DPS in the game. If you play Hanzo, most people will hate you, and I can see why. Hanzo's Hanzo. I can understand why people would like him. He's got good DPS, but I just suck at sniping, so you know. Also, his hitboxes are kind of bullshit. Get the bullshit hitboxes. But
it's straight up bullshit.
It's bullshit. Oh, right on target. Turret down. Oh god. Oh, out the way, out the way. Fuck you, Storm Arrow.
Good old Storm Arrows.
Yeah, bullshit.
Everyone hates Storm Arrows.
Yeah, because they're bullshit.
Whoops. I almost fell off my chair.
What? Was it that funny?
No, because I leaned back. I'm actually not so much a chair as like a...
Oh, alright, that was a good headshot. Right there, that was a nice headshot. I gotta give myself props.
Nice job, man.
Thanks. Thank you.
Not that anyone can see what's going on.
Yeah, believe it. It happened, it happened. I got a really good headshot. I'm not lying, I'm not lying.
Lewis is turning into Naruto. He wants you all to believe it!
Yeah, believe it! Oh, got Hammond. Oh, sweet, got Junkrat. Oh, fuck, Ash got me. The one time I play Hanzo, I actually do well. Fucking hell.
It wasn't, Sarah, it wasn't so much accidental incest as much as they just tried to ignore that lesbians exist.
Yeah, they just tried to ignore it. In Sailor Moon's case.
It's the, what was it?
So apparently they don't exist.
It's like Saturn and Neptune, I think the characters were. They were originally just a gay couple.
Yeah, no, they're cousins. Oh, got the Roadhog in Storm. Oh, now we've got two Hanzos. Oh, this is not going to go well for that team. Oh, yeah, pop it. Back on the ult. Sorry, anything else on the thing? Because I've closed the YouTube page, so I'm not keeping an eye on the chat for now, just because I want to make sure the bandwidth is better.
Yeah, nothing, no new questions at the moment.
Okay.
I think that the stream quality is slightly improving. Like, it still looks janky, but
Yeah,
it's,
at least
it's slightly
yeah.
less.
Hey, as long as it's getting better. I think that's another thing about the stream that doesn't help. The fact that I switched it mid-stream is probably what's making it screw up. The same thing happened with Sacred Stones. When you start messing with the stuff mid-stream.
Yep. Yep.
Oh well.
60 seconds.
Sailor Moon's change was worse than Pokemon's Jelly Donuts. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
Donut. It's a rice ball.
Now that actually makes me wonder what a jelly-filled rice ball would taste like.
Probably quite nice with the rice. Alright, so now I finally don't have to be Hanzo. Thank God.
I prefer my rice with soy sauce, but whatever.
Oh, right. Egg fried rice and soy sauce is the way to fucking go.
Fighting.
And now I'm at it. Yeah, egg fried rice. I love egg fried rice. It's like my favorite dish with sweet and sour chicken.
Sarah, they're just cousins that like to hold hands and stare longingly into each other's eyes. Pretty funny in hindsight.
Yeah. If that don't scream incest, I don't know what does.
Gainsley McSpicemeat asks, thoughts on how Conquest has aged?
I still think Conquest is fine. Actually, what I like about Conquest is that it forces you to play Fire Emblem a bit differently, which I'm cool with. And I still think, story-wise, while it has some narrative problems, I at least applaud it for attempting to, you know, develop Corrin and make it more interesting, and having some of the more interesting plot points, just some really bad execution.
It's like the Star Wars prequels. Like, it's trying to do something different, and it's just not doing it very well. But I do applaud the attempt.
Yeah, and I still think the map design's fantastic. Like, again, it's not all perfect. Like, Fuga's Wild Ride I'm not that big on anymore, but at the same time, I appreciate, like, Chapter 17 a lot more now. Shit.
Solid Legion asks, would you rather fight the Black Knight from the Tellius games or the Black Knights from Dark Souls?
I don't know about the Black Knights from Dark Souls, but here's the thing. If the Black Knights from Dark Souls can be killed by ordinary weapons, I wouldn't want to fight the Black Knight from the Tellius series, because until it's Radiant Dawn, you can't kill him with an ordinary weapon. Unless I can find myself Ragnar, I'm screwed.
I don't want to fight the Black Knight fight in Path of Radiance ever again. I hate that boss.
Oh, fuck. Because the thing with Path of Radiance is that Ashnod and Thing are a bit luck-based.
They
Unless you do the
like,
Wrath Resolve combo.
Ashnard is a little bit less because he has
unlimited time.
Well, yeah, because you don't have a fucking time limit, and you also have more units that can damage him besides just Ike.
By that you mean, yeah, the Lagoos and stuff.
Yeah.
That's something I felt should change in the remake. Like, he touches the Berserk Medallion, he's a harder boss, but now everyone can hurt him. That would be better.
The couple was Neptune and Uranus. Okay.
Uranus.
It's pronounced Uranus. We are above that sort of humor, young man.
Okay. Is that a reference to something?
It's not a reference. It's just me being annoyed at that whole.
I remember Futurama made a joke about that. Oh, we renamed that planet to stop that stupid joke years ago. What do you call it now? Eurectum. Ooh, Doomfist.
Louise.
Okay, so talk about Doomfist. Doomfist is that's a high skill ceiling character, and he's very reliant on his alternate abilities. But he's got really good momentum, really good DPS, and he's great for picking up squishies. But he does take a lot to do, and he can do shit fuck all at long range. So you know, he's really good in close quarters. Hello. Okay, it just... Oh no, here we go. Temple of Anubis again.
What the hell is this question?
Gainsley
McSpicemeat asks, would you rather fight a disarmed Path of Radiance Black Knight or a Radiant Dawn Black Knight with a handgun?
Disarmed Path of Radiance one? Fucking Black Knight with a handgun? Hell no!
Yeah, it's like...
Alright, let's talk about Torbjorn. Torbjorn is, he's now much more potent because his turret can deploy faster and he's got better DPS. He used to be really rubbish because against squishies he was fine, but against, like, you know, tanks, his turret did, like, no damage. Now he's a lot more thingamajig because his turret's good at pointing out targets and he's got better DPS overall. Oh, look at that.
Kumi Mayumi asks, which do you think had the better end, Conquest, Birthright, or Revelations?
Endgame, Revelations. Like, Ananko's fight is actually pretty good.
Yeah, Anankos' fight is great.
Birthright is alright, Conquest can suck my dick.
Yeah. Solid Legion asks, what would you do if you woke up and were surrounded by nothing but a bunch of T-Bows and Corrins?
Rip those T-posters in half and... No, beat the Corrin with another Corrin.
Alright, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I will be back in a few minutes.
Okay, for the record, I can't see the question, so I'll just keep rambling on until Zen gets back.
Okay.
Now let's ramble. Yeah, Torbjorn before, the main reason he was bad before is because his turret had 2 levels. Level 1 was just pathetic, and level 2 was alright, what it is now. Now it's just automatically level 2, and it's just, you know, it's just overall better. And he himself has better DPS, and his molten core does more as well. His turret, the problem is his turret's was never that big of a threat, because tanks could easily tank it, and DPS could easily get rid of it. Whereas now, it's a bit more effective. Yeah, so Torb's pretty cool. Shit. Oh, no, I just got my ult! No! I just got my ult! Oh, at least we got the Roadhog. But, oh well, unless I'm still Torb. No, I'm Winston. Winston reporting. I already talked about Winston. We got 2 divas, damn. We lost a Widowmaker, though. We did lose a Widowmaker. Alright, I'm on my way, Diva. Oh, now they've got Torbjorn. Yeah, again, Dive can just destroy, like, Diva and Winston can just destroy his turret. So. Amy, somebody. Alright, they've got quite a lot of DPS on that team, but they've also got quite a few squishies, like Anna. Oh, and Zen. Come on, get them both, get them both. Yeah, Winston you really don't have to aim with, you just have to thingamajig. Oh, Winston got me! I mean, I'm Winston! Zenyatta got me! Oh well. Oh shit, Moira.
I'm back.
Alright, cool, Zane's back. I'm far again. I got most eliminations.
Only one question since I left.
Oh, that's fine.
Actually. Blaster ass. Actually, that's not. Gainsley McSpice asks, would you rather fight one dragon? Would you rather fight one dragon form sized Corrin or 5 Corrin sized dragon form?
One, because I'd rather not take on 5 dragons at once.
Yeah.
Whereas even one giant Corrin, I'll just be like, oh, okay, I'm okay. Thank you, Brigitte! McCree got me. Dang it. Either way, keep me away from Corrin, please.
Got wrecked.
Alright, Junkrat. Junkrat's like Demo Man, really good splash damage, a bit spammy, but he's mostly used for traps, but I don't think he's properly utilized within the game because they use more of his mines to give him momentum. But overall, he's really good in crowds and stuff like that. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, he's really good in crowds, good for splash damage.
I don't know why, but the stool I am sitting on is like leaning back for some reason, and it's caused me to almost fall over.
Again. That's twice now.
What would you rather fight, an unladen swallow or a killer rabbit? Swallow.
Swallow. No, here's a better one. I don't know.
I don't know.
I fucking love that
scene
film.
in the movie.
It's like, what's your favorite color? Red. No, wait. Oh god, no. No, fuck off, Roadhog.
We don't call him Demo Man, we call him Demo Pan.
Yeah, he is Demo Pan. No! I just hit my ult! Oh! What's happening? Every time I get my ult, I'm dead. Yeah. Ah, yeah, that's the way that do it! That's the Demo Man. If I wasn't the man I was, I'd kiss you! The only one! Oh, sweet! I did not mean to kill Reinhardt like that. Fuck it, I'll take it. Oh yeah, I did not mean to kill Reinhardt that way, but fuck it, I'll take it. Sweet! I don't even play Doomfist. Doomfist here. He's from Wakanda. You know it. He's a relative of Miles Morales.
Have you seen Into the Spider-Verse yet?
Yeah, I have seen Into the Spider-Verse.
What'd you think?
I thought it was a great film. Not my favorite Spider-Man film, but I get why so many people like it and why it won Oscar for Best Animated Film. Hey, it's Hammond. Again, not my favorite Spider-Man film. That's still Spider-Man 2, but like second or third of the Spider-Man films.
Yeah, I really like it. The writing
Yeah, loads of people did.
The writing was a lot of fun. The style was great.
Yeah, and it just like, you know, just seeing all the other Spider-Men work off each other and stuff like that. It also does, like, I like how it focuses on other aspects of Spider-Man, like Peter Parker having a divorce and all that jazz.
It's worth fighting for.
And you know, and just, it had some dark elements. It was just an overall really solid film, good family film.
The fuck is this question, Spice Meat?
Let's see it.
What is he asking?
This.
Would you rather fight 5 Gordons who were objecting to Mars or Marth about letting the enemy go, or 1 edgy pineapple who made my life hell for 3 hours? I'm guessing the latter one is Tiger.
I'm gonna go with the Gordons. Oh, come on! I call bullshit on that.
To be fair, at least Gordon's stats suck, so
Yeah.
probably...
No, that's the thing though. I was looking into this list thing. I didn't even know some of these farming units could get this bad. I was like, what?
Yeah.
No, seriously. When I get around to that video, and when it comes out, even like some of these units that I own just discovered up, I bet you're gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? Seriously, some of these units are so bad, and it's like, yo, I know my bad units. I know Wendy and all that jazz, and even like Wendy and Fiona aren't that bad.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck me. So yeah, I'll probably stream for another like 25 minutes. I'll end at 11.
Kimi Mayumi asks, question, you are approached... damn it. You are approached... the comment scrolled up as I was reading. You are approached by a frenzied vault scientist who yells, I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber. What's your response?
I need an adult.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good...
Reasonable response.
Yeah.
No, or the other one. What's the catch?
Okay.
Come on.
These questions are getting weird. Would you rather fight 50 rabbit-sized humans or 2 human-sized rabbits?
Rabbit-sized humans. Because, you know, they're small, whereas, you know, human-sized rabbits, they'll devour me, and they're fast. They're jumpy, and they're cute. Again, if you took any small animal and made it human-sized, it'd suddenly be a massive threat. Could you imagine? Oh, alright, this is kind of nasty, but could you imagine a human-sized cockroach?
Please don't.
Yeah. Just
I don't want to think about that.
I don't want to think about normal cockroaches.
I mean, there is an instance in Breath of Fire 2 where you do have to fight a giant cockroach.
Nice.
That's like the size of a human being, and
Yeesh.
like even with the 16-bit graphics, like it looks fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's scariest sprite ever. Oh sweet! Oh, that just missed my head. Holy shit! All right, so tomorrow, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Setting up a Twitch account and linking it with
First
YouTube.
name asks, what is your favorite level from Sonic Heroes?
My favorite level from Sonic Heroes is Grand Metropolis and Power Plant. Because we're Sonic Heroes! No, because I love those levels just because I love the design of them. I love their music. I think there's a brilliant use of each formation. I just think they're really, really good. I also like the Hand Castle stages and the Egg Fleet type stages. I kind of feel the same way Johnny does about them. I can't stand, like, you know, Rail Canyon, and I can't stand Casino Park. Although Casino Park has amazing music.
It's not so much Casino Park that I hate.
Bingo Highway?
Yeah, Bingo Highway.
Bingo Highway's worse, but I don't like Casino Park either.
Yeah. There's the one level I like the idea for, but I'm not so hot on it in execution is the jungle levels.
Oh, Frog Forest and Lost Jungle with the frogs and that yeah thingamajig. How come?
Well, it's just like I just like the setting, but I don't care for I don't care for It's been a while since I played Sonic, so I don't remember a whole lot about the game. I do remember one thing about the jungle level was the section where you're chased by that fucking crocodile.
Yeah.
Because I always hated that part of the level as a kid because those swinging vine things.
They can be a bit of a hassle, but eventually you just realize just literally press A like a couple of seconds as soon as you land. But back then you wouldn't know that. Yeah, they gave me shit as well. I'm back to D.Va. Oh fuck, D.Va does not do well against Roadhog.
Spike Spiegel, I think the question is missing an important word. I think the question is, are you gonna vote for Crunchyroll Anime of the Year? It just says,
I didn't do any of that Crunchyroll voting personally. I mean, I just remember the memes about the Yuri on Ice one. That made me laugh. Yuri on Ice won fucking everything.
Yes.
Oh, we got 2 divas. This is gonna be interesting.
Why is everyone so concerned with which you would rather face, or how much are you fighting stuff?
I don't know. Maybe because I have a sexy suit of armor. That's why. It's blue.
Your avatar.
Yeah, it's blue. Again, people have said, will you ever cosplay that? And my response is, if I can, yes. I'm already working on a Richter Belmont cosplay, so I'll just work from there.
It's blue, dabba dee, dabba die.
Yes. God, that takes me back to... That song is actually terrible, but I love it.
Yeah, me too.
It is a dreadful song.
It's poorly constructed, but I do.
It's just everything about it, but it's so bad it's good.
Yeah.
It's just that one of the... It's also very unique. There's no other song like it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 nano boost? Holy shit!
So, I was going to say Spice Meat's question. How many 9-year-olds do you think you could defeat before you were overwhelmed by their superior numbers? You have the high ground.
How many... it depends on the... I don't know. If I have the high ground, they underestimate my power. I'm always going to win.
I was gonna say, you know, you could fight off episode 1 Anakin because you have the high ground.
Yeah. Shit.
Oh, Ryan asks, which bosses do you think are harder, fighting game bosses or Soulsborne bosses? You don't play Soulsborne.
Alright, I played Bloodborne. Bloodborne bosses are not that hard. Fighting game bosses are bullshit. That's the thing, they're designed to take your money. Double kill. But Souls bosses aren't too hard, because a lot of them are also pattern-based, whereas, like, fighting game bosses read inputs. So that makes them annoying. So I'm going to say fighting games are worse. Souls bosses are fine. In fact, Souls bosses are like some of the best parts about those games. The bosses in Souls are great. Soulsborne. So far I'm doing well.
Spice Speed, if you can't believe the disrespect towards Eiffel 65 that you're hearing right now, then you should watch Todd in the Shadows video on Blue Dabadi.
You watch Todd in the Shadows, don't you?
Yeah.
Have you seen that video of his? Because I haven't.
Yeah, I have.
Can you back up his claims? Or has it been a while?
Because it's part of his series where he looks at the careers of bands and artists that only had one hit song.
Oh yeah. One-hit wonders.
Yeah. It was interesting watching that episode because Eiffel 65's next song, it was called "Move Your Body," and it was like very similar to Blue, but I remember that song because in elementary school gym class. The gym teacher used to play that song all the time.
To get you guys motivated.
Yeah. I remember from that.
Oh, fuck no.
First Name asks, how good was the breakfast scene from Erased?
That was beautiful because it made me cry. That made me cry. It was actually, honest to God, beautiful. Erased is one of my favorite anime ever.
Enemy contact.
No, fuck off, mate.
Yeah. I have not seen Erased.
It's really good. Just a really good drama.
Honestly, I just don't watch anime that much.
That's
Like,
fair
I've
enough.
made
I mean,
attempts.
to be fair, I've only recently got through my backlog of anime, like some of them, because for the longest time I just couldn't be asked. Like recently I watched Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid and Aldnoah Zero. Both really, really fun, but you know, they were anime on the back burner for fucking ages. I was a demon for a long time though. Yeah, you got 3 golds.
I watched a little bit of Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, and
Kobayashi's
it was cute.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not great, but it's just adorable, and I like it. It's so wholesome.
Enemy.
2 Symmetras. This is gonna be interesting.
Crit Astra has been repeatedly saying, if you plan on completing World of Light and fighting the final boss, prepare your anus.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be fine. I mean, I've been playing Smash Bros for years. I've done fucking
It's
Master
basically-
Fortress.
It's basically like a gauntlet fight.
Oh, that's
of
fine,
like
that's
all the bosses plus
No spoilers, please,
2
though.
more bosses.
Yeah. No, no, no.
Spike Spiegel is asking, what 2019 games are you excited for?
3 Houses when it eventually comes out. Doom Eternal and what was that other game? Control, Doom Eternal, Crash, Thingamajig.
Oh yeah, Crash Team
and-
Racing remake.
Yeah, Crash Team Racing and what's its name? Yeah, 5 Houses and yeah, stuff like that. But Doom Eternal is my most hyped game. I cannot fucking wait for that.
One can only hope that Prime 4 drops as well.
I reckon that we might get an announcement then, maybe late, but you know, nothing yet. Oh, now Lucio. Lucio's pretty cool healer. He can both heal and DPS. Sorry, not heal and like speed boost and DPS at the same time. He lacks potency, but because he can heal a lot of people, he's very solid pick. Just not. Again, the thing with Overwatch is solid picks are okay, but you want the potent picks most of the time.
Solid Legion asks, which axe-based villain from the Fire Emblem games would you recruit as the team's axe user?
Axe-based villain. Well, axe-based villains. Garen's axe-based. I think Linus is axe-based. Brendan's axe-based. I think also Kaliak is axe-based. Who else is axe-based? Because Ashnod's sword-based. Wolheart is that a sword? Does he have a sword or an axe?
He has, he uses a sword in his first fight, but he uses his personal axe in the second fight.
Okay. Yeah, and, yeah, so I'm going to say probably Linus, because Linus is actually, Linus or Kaliak, one of those two for the axe villain. Or Murdoch. No, Murdoch. Murdoch's a good, Murdoch's really good. Okay, Tracer, the thingy of Overwatch. Tracer's quite high skill ceiling, very fast, very agile, good DPS, but incredibly frail. But if you know what you're doing with Tracer, you can just run circles around the enemy team. Like, absolutely run circles around them.
Crit Astra is asking about the IGN discussion video.
Okay,
of,
that.
that
Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
It was pretty fucking silly, just because at first, like, you know, sometimes when you're on the spot you make mistakes, but then it's like, wasn't Fire Emblem Heroes the first 3DS one? I'm like, really? And then they said the last 3DS one was fake, so like, did you just forget Echoes was a thing?
Boom, boom, ba-dum.
Yeah. Like, making small mess-ups is fine. Like, if you said, oh, Radiant Dawn came out in 2008 instead of 2007, that's fine. But when you make big mess-ups, eh.
Spice Meat is asking, which masked axe wielder from the Fire Emblem series is the best?
Masked axe wielder. I don't know. Like, I know Legion's one of them, but how many are there?
Well, he mentions Jerome.
Oh yeah, Jerome's one. I don't know. I know there's masked characters like Camus is one of them and stuff like that, but I don't know about masked axe user. Didn't even know that's really a thing. Unless he wants to clarify with like certain examples. Oh yeah, Zarya. Zarya is a character that's very, like, she takes time, and she's very dependent on, like, you really know when to, very technical, because she can give your team bubbles and herself a bubble, which increases your damage output. Like so. Like, yeah, I'm at 30 at the moment, so better damage output. But on normal, she's rubbish, but if you give her the right thing, and really build it up and know when to pop it, she can be disgusting. And her ultimate is like one of the best in the game, Gravity Surge, because it holds the team still while you can just go to town on them.
I take every IGN video with a healthy grain of salt. Yeah, Sarah. Yeah. I can believe that. Ryan is asking, what are your thoughts on the boss fight with Night Terror in Soul Calibur 3?
Apparently, I haven't played it, but apparently the boss fight is lots of shit.
Ah.
Okay, we've got 10 more minutes, so we'll probably do one more game. Then I've got to set up a Twitch account.
Paper Mario fan, like, they said to basically just solo the entire game with Frederick.
I mean, you can in Awakening sometimes, or at least if it's Lunatic, you have to start with Frederick. There is no two ways about it. You have to start with Frederick. Oh,
First name asks, are there any Fire Emblem songs you'd considered underrated?
Yeah, the entirety of Binding Blade soundtrack. I think the entire soundtrack is underrated.
Well, the thing is, like, Binding Blade soundtrack is basically like unfinished. Well, not unfinished. Like versions of, like, Fire Emblem 7's soundtrack is basically like a large chunk of Binding Blade soundtrack.
Yeah, but Binding Blade came first.
Yeah. So it's like, but I don't know, like, the versions of songs that are in both games, like Binding Blade's versions of the songs just don't sound quite as finished to me.
Well, I think it's also a different tone. Like, Binding Blade's soundtrack is a lot darker and a lot more mellow, but I kind of like that, and some of the tracks I really do like. I mean, I can get that. Some of them do. Some of them are a bit bland and boring, but overall, I think Binding Blade's soundtrack as a whole is extremely underrated.
Yeah, you know, I know that you really like Within the Magnificent
Nature. That is my favorite track in the game.
Yeah, I actually really like Beneath a New Light.
That's a good one too. Yeah.
It's very...
Also, the Smash Bros. Remix they did to Roy's map theme is really good.
Oh yeah, that too. I actually, on Twitter a couple months ago, made a post asking for, like, underrated Fire Emblem songs, and the one I picked was Dark Traveler from Radiant Dawn, because I really like that song. It's so like blissed out and mellow, but has this air of mystery to it, and I think it's just great.
Radiant Dawn soundtrack has always been a funny one for me. I always felt most songs sounded the same, but it is very epic. Like, The Devoted is such a good track.
Yeah. I mean, the good songs from Radiant Dawn are great.
Yeah. I just feel a lot of them sound the same.
Spice Meat is asking, which version of Lost in Thoughts All Alone do you prefer, Azura's or Shigure's?
Oh, Azura's. Shigure's is fine, but I just prefer Azura's. That's actually kind of a in one of the Mock the Emblem things. That's actually kind of a joke that I'm making, and it really made me laugh when I was planning it out.
And Ryan's making Devil May Cry light jokes.
Because just like
he loves that fucking line
because it's such a bad line.
I know. Yeah, another soundtrack that I wouldn't say is underrated. I don't know if I would call it underrated. Is Genealogy of the Holy War.
That's
like,
got a good soundtrack.
Genealogy is weird because I honestly think a lot of the songs off the soundtrack are very weak, but the songs from it that are good are some of my favorites in the series.
They are very good. I love, like, some of the map themes. I think the Thingy's map theme, the first chapter we get Sigurd's wife, that map theme is really good.
It was Lion King Eldigan was one I like. Light and Dark is great. They actually brought that song back for Path of Radiance as the trial map song. And I love it.
They do that a lot. They bring back things for, like, trial map or arena songs. Like in FE8, you've got FE2's battle theme for the arena song.
Yeah. Mike Spiegel is asking, ever notice the similarities between Brunia, Ursula, and Selena?
Yeah, they're all mounted horse units, and they all believe greatly in thingamajig. Yeah, I noticed the similarities. They're all mage knights.
I'm trying to think, like, I would say that overall, like Fire Emblem Fates has my favorite soundtrack of all.
Agreed. Love Fate soundtrack. That's something I'll give the 3DS era Fire Emblem. Their music is amazing.
Yeah.
Echoes, Awakening, and Fates.
Yeah. And to be fair, Fates is kind of cheating because it's technically 3 games in one, so it has more music to go around. And to be fair, I'm not like a huge fan of the Revelation soundtrack. I think that a lot of the songs on that soundtrack are kind of...
Yeah, I agree. They're kind of forgettable. I know they're meant to be very ambient, but nah. Conquest and Birthright's where it's at.
Yeah. Like, as someone who really loves ethnic music, the Celtic, the Japanese and Celtic...
yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, the Celtic influences of Conquest.
Yeah, they use bagpipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just really like the soundtracks. They really capture the theme of each nation, but they can vary between exciting and ambient and atmospheric, and I really like that. I like when a soundtrack does that, where they can vary between things. That's why Radiant Dawn not huge on, because it all feels the same, whereas other Fire Emblem soundtracks, like Path of Radiance, they can vary so much.
Yeah, a lot of Radiant Dawn soundtracks, like even the songs that are trying to be more atmospheric, a lot of them have just like this.
It's the instrumentation I feel
sound.
is very similar throughout. Well, that didn't end well. No, that did not end well. I did not mean to charge into that.
Sarah Hyman asked, how do you think Nintendo of America would handle Fire Emblem 4 and 5's plot in a remake, given some of the driving plot points in those games?
I have to beat those games. I'll have to beat those games before I can tell you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because a lot of the like plot elements of genealogy involve incest and like.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they'll figure a way. I've got nothing wrong with, like, you know, people die. Yeah, that's what makes genealogy interesting, because the whole team does die. Spoilers, by the way.
Yeah.
But the incest, obviously, they can tone that down if they want to. But the death thing, no. Give us maybe, don't show it. Like, don't obviously show it, but give us more detailed cutscenes about it. Like Eldigan getting executed.
Or stuff like the child hunts.
Yeah. Or yeah, like Quan's death. Make it more cinematic. I'd say go with it. I'd like Fire Emblem to take a darker approach to things.
Yeah.
You know, don't shy away. Show it.
Well, I mean, Radiant Dawn had like, I mean, some dark elements. Like
I know. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, it was nothing graphic, but they had stuff like.
Yeah, Fire Emblem doesn't need to be graphic, but it can have
like
dark elements.
Pour oil on an army in a canyon and then set it on fire or something.
Or just like everything that. Why did I do something? Why did I do that?
Or the freaking blood pact, technically.
Yeah, well, the Bob pack is also just bad plot, if you ask me. I really wasted Bob there, so I panicked.
Ryan is asking, what is your favorite version of Dance of Illusions in Castlevania?
I can't remember. Dance of Illusion, isn't that like a Symphony of the Night track? I can't remember which is my favorite one.
It's the Rondo of Blood Dracula fight music.
Okay, I can't remember. Probably just the Rondo of Blood version. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry that this... Oh, actually, let's see what's in the loot box first. Let's see what's in the loot box. What do we get?
Well, none of us will be able to see, but...
Yeah. Rubbish. Just quick.
Rubbish.
Rubbish. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning into stream, and I'm extremely sorry that the input lag has been so bad and the capture quality. I'm really, really sorry. I don't know what's going on with these streams. I have no idea.
We're sorry for you as well.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Zane, for being the moderator in the chat and helping out. Thank you very much.
Yep. Always glad to help.
Yep. Next week, I will not be streaming Overwatch. I'll probably be streaming Fire Emblem Warriors just for fun, because that was like one of the main things I streamed back then, so I feel like going on again for that. But I'm also doing Sacred Stones. I'll try to do Smash Bros on Saturday, but because I want to sort out Twitch, I might push that back a little bit. I want to get Twitch sorted first before I start live streaming again, because this was just really, really bad. Or if worst comes to worst, while I'm working on Twitch, I'll just try live streaming again on YouTube, and hopefully it will work again. But either way, I think I'm going to convert to Twitch now. But thank you all very much for watching. I did enjoy myself, and hope I answer as many questions as possible.
Right. One last question before you go.
Got it.
Solid Legion asks, which assassin from Fire Emblem is your favorite? Or Knee Mystery? Fire Emblem Knee Mystery? What the hell?
No idea. My favorite assassin? Probably either Volk or Jafar. Well, Volk more so for gameplay, Jafar because of his character. But I like both of them. They're both really cool assassins.
Okay. Alright, that's it for questions.
Yeah, and that's it for the stream. Once again, thank you all very much. Hopefully next time you can see me all on Twitch and it all goes much more swimmingly. Until then, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care and have a wonderful day.
Peace out!